for the previous wheat field, which is going to the grain mill, and then everything left over at that point is grain going to our milling supplies, milling production, flour production, a thing that we do that's really good and makes us more money than grain does. The other nice thing about productions is you don't need a silo on your farm if you can deliver all your grains down to the grain mill. Yeah, the grain mill supports. The grain mill stores your grains, turns it into flour. You're just taking the flour off somewhere, so you could have a flatbed trailer and no silo on your farm. Obviously, silos cost money. So do productions. So, turn the brinky light off. We're going to extend the pipe, and I'm going to stop that there. Jump in the John Deere. Okay. Anyway, we want 6,600. So we're going to get paid for about 200 litres. Oh, come on, dude. Even at 388 horsepower, this is not a happy bunny. And just shy of 8,600 needs to go to the grain mill. So that's all good and awesome. What do we need to do next? Okay, next we have to do the barley fields. Again, I will probably do the grain mill barley field last so that we can accumulate all of the barley. Yeah, we can complete the individual barley contracts and then accumulate all of the leftover barley and just deliver it all to our grain mill. And like I've done here, I'm not too bothered. Yeah, 200 litres too much for this particular contract. I want to make sure the contract's completed before we move on to the next one. And so it goes. Okay, game time 11 o'clock. Not sure how long this is all going to take us. I do need a roller. There is that we do have the option of a small roller. I've loaded a mod in that could be used to roll our fields and doesn't cost an arm and a leg. The problem is I think the biggest in-game roller is 140,000. The smallest in-game roller is 40,000. It's got a good width on it, but still 40,000. Did I miss spreading poop in that field? Well, it does. Distractions. It doesn't matter if I missed a patch of putting slurry in that field, because we're going to go back and do a precise nitrogen application with the sprayer. So once the crop's germinated, because that's how you maximize your environmental score. Using slurry and manure is how you minimize the cost of maximizing your environmental score, at least as far as fertilizer, nitrogen levels are concerned. And squeak back the other way. And tip that there. Oh, it's going to rain. When's it going to rain? Not there. There. 5 o'clock. We have to have these contracts done by 5 o'clock, or we could get a very bad impact of completion of stuff. Okay, that's completed. That's good. Let's go empty the harvester again. It's possible what I might be able to do now is... Ooh, citron... What is that? That's oh, I can't remember what they were called. Lots of citrons in the AI traffic pack. I would say. We've got two 2CVs in that one. But anyway, so what was I saying? Yeah, what I should be able to do is start the worker on the barley field, and we can run the wheat down to the grain mill. Get back, and we'll have 2 wheat contracts completed at that point, and we can start ferrying barley to wherever the barley needs to go. The only thing I'm trying to make sure gets done is that we do the grain mill last. So we'll pull the barley off one field, we'll deliver until the delivery is complete and continue with the collection. Start on the second delivery point. The excess from that field will go to the second delivery point. We'll move on to the second field, we'll harvest that, complete the delivery on that, and then start storing stuff up for the grain mill and the last contract. Did I make any money from that wheat? I didn't notice, because I was talking and not paying attention. It's only 10:43. It's coming up to 11 o'clock. We did start fairly close to 8, I think, this morning. Is there anything on that screen that actually says how long I've been streaming for? Yes, 2:26. So 8:15, I guess. 8:20. So I think yesterday we ran for about 4 hours, which obviously eight YouTube videos worth of output. What was it? The Christmas marathon got us through to today. So people who are watching on YouTube are now caught up for Christmas. But yesterday I dropped, as I said, 8 videos. Today could be a similar amount. And then we'll see, I guess. Where's the roadway? Is there a track on the other side of that field? What am I going to do? I think I'm going to jump in the Land Rover. See if I can find a way to 71. So actually, let's figure out which fields I want to do first. That's going to the grain mill. Let's not do that one first. We've got 85, grain elevator. Oh, both of those are going to the grain. That's kind of handy. The problem, okay, the problem is with them both going to the grain elevator. If I do field 85 first, when I drop the first load at the grain elevator, it may credit the delivery on 73. But, okay, I'm going to pull up the map and see if I can figure out, because it can't. I want to go over there. That's definitely a farm track. I wonder if I can run down there and down there. I did say 71 was the grain mill drop, didn't I? Yes. Okay. So potentially, let's... don't know if the harvester will fit down there with the header still attached. Okay. It is what, whoops, it is what it is. Let's pipe in. I mean, I'm sort of thinking, well, if the farm track's wide enough, I could just drive the harvester down there with the header attached. But if I get halfway and suddenly discover, well, I can't fit between these hedges, then I'm going to need the Land Rover to take the header for me. Okay. Yeah, I think we're good here. This will take us to the corner of this field. Now, the nice thing about stopping off here is once we clear field 73, ooh, stop, goodness. What I am able to do is drive across that field to the farm track on the far side. So yay for that. Let's see if I can get this thing all nice and straight. Probably not, but I was watching a Millennial Farmer video last week where he was putting all his equipment in his new shed, and he was using the skid steer with a hitch on the attachment. Makes it look so much easier than trying to back this contraption up with something that steer, because the thing is the steering wheels on trying to reverse this are so far from the trailer, it can be really awkward keeping it straight. However, if you've got a four-wheel drive tractor, that's an improvement. And then if you've got a tracked tractor or a skid steer that does zero turn, you've got it even easier, because you can zero turn that thing, move it forwards, zero turn that thing once you're straight, and just push back. And that is so much easier. And there is a skid steer hitch mod, which I might consider looking into at some point. Okay, I have noticed one issue here, and that is the Land Rover's pointing the wrong way. Especially when I go to here. Now, how do I get... no, maybe I can... Looks like there might be a turnaround. Oh, there's a big patch of empty ground here. Don't know who owns it, but wow. That's more than enough space to turn around. I mean, in fact, I could drive down the pathway and down to the bottom there, where the bottom corner of this field is, but yeah. I guess we'll just come to here. I can park this up here. So that's all good. We get back in this thing and drive. Whoa, come on, stop. Okay, put the worker on. And worker should do this no trouble at all. Yay, barley. Let's go find the JD there. Okay, off to the grain mill while harvesting boy does harvesting. Yeehaw. And again, more grain for production. So, yay for that. I think it's about 50% of the load on here, so 4,000 will go to the contract, and then all of the rest, or the next 4,000, will go to our wheat flour production, which isn't actually a thing. You just produce generic flour. And then we're on to the barley. Ooh. And it's entirely possible that that field's quite big, that we just started the harvester on. We could end up with all of the crop from that field completing both of the grain elevator contracts. Possibly. And if that happens, then the last two fields will just ship all of it to the grain mill and finish off the deliveries. We'll see what happens anyway. This is grain mill wheat. Yay. Another citron. Actually, I'm wondering if I think we're seeing someone did an AI vehicles left-hand drive mod, and I think Cavalier Roy included it in the map, the last map update. But I am wondering if the modder who did the left-hand drive mod is actually French, and so just picked French cars to do. Or cars you would see in France, should I say, which is why we're seeing 1970s Citroens driving around, but no Triumph Heralds or what have you. There should be a convertible AI car. Just should. Okay. Now, I think there might be a cut through from the farmyard in the middle of the map up to the fields we are now doing. Oh, I haven't. Yeah, okay. I can just finish both wheat contracts as soon as I drop this load off. Mind out, dears. I was wondering why the farmers market was still showing up as a contract delivery point on the map, the little blue exclamation symbol. And that would be because we've still got both of the wheat contracts open, and that was just not even close. Let's do that thing again. Second time I've done that, where I've just guessed at the reversing point and ended up way to the left of where I want to be. That is much better. And should be drop there. Booyah. Push that forward. Okay, so I need to investigate the map again. I'm going to complete both of those, which is, yay, another 2,000 each. So we're in this field here, but I'm thinking I can drive... See, we're here. We come up the road here, come along the road here, and then drive up through that farmyard. And I think we cut that way and come up here, and that puts us next to this field. There's a cut through there that puts us next to that field. So that's quicker than driving all the way over here and up there and then cutting through past the oil mill and, yeah, just a long drive. So I think that's the way we want to go. How's our... Oh, harvester's full. Yeah, driving around the road takes way too long. However, the good news now is we're doing barley, and barley is a low weight crop, so we're gonna get the full volume of trailer for hauling now. Somewhere here, there is a left turn. Oh, right there. Probably shouldn't do this, but I mean the problem is a lot of these fields, I'm driving over somebody else's land to get there. Do you help yourself to, you know, hey Joe, I'm just driving my tractor through your farmyard to get to some fields that you don't own so I can harvest them. I think that's a little bit weird. Hi dog! Ooh, doggy. And I think... there's the track. Go down here. And hit the posts in the hedge. That's a good plan. Okay. So I think, as I said, we go straight down here. I should probably turn the worker off because, seriously, the worker's just costing me money. And there's the worker. Oh, that's bad. That's very, very bad. Turn the worker off. I need to get to the worker screen, the harvester, and tell the harvester to set destination there. And the reason I need to do that is because if I get in that harvester... oh, you've got to be freaking kidding me. Oh, it's not my field. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, sorry. Yes, that was nearly a bad thing, but okay. While I've got grain in the car, in the harvester, I can't close the roof, and I can't set a worker to drive the harvester somewhere with the roof open or with the hopper open. Which means that the worker has stopped right where I need to. I can't do. I can't move that harvester, and I was thinking I can't move that harvester without destroying the crop. Except, I don't want to go in there. It's not my crop, so crop destruction isn't a thing on fields where I don't own the crop. And good grief, that's fortunate. Because otherwise there is no way I can unload the harvester where it's ended up. Yeah, if it had made it forward a little bit, the back wheels would be off this end headland, and I'd be able to drive it out from where it currently is, but that is so much a total mess where it's ended up. Okay, I think we're probably going to have to fix the harvester after we finish these contracts, because I'm guessing the rocks on the field are causing us a headache. But still, what is... okay, it's 11 o'clock. I still I have to keep an eye on the time because I have to wake Teenage Osa up for her phone call this morning. So put that there, stop. We will jump in that, fold the pipe, turn the doodad on, back up very slightly. What I'm going to do is headland across the top so we don't end up with these bits that the harvester can't do. I think the problem here is it can do up to the edge of the field going forwards, but that hedge is seen as somewhat of an impediment, so it turns around and then can't do anything. There's not enough room. Also, doing a couple of rows up at the top here should mean that we have obviously shorter rows, and thus we can do more rows before the harvester fills up. I might just go round. Let's go round. You spin me right round, baby. Got the pipe on the outside, so that's okay. And obviously the other issue with barley is it generates a big volume of grain, and so the harvester is going to fill up faster. I still think barley is probably, because of the mass, the weight of barley versus the volume of barley, I think barley is possibly slightly better as a